Hi, Edci 337 and welcome. I'd like to ask you a question. How has residential school impacted Aboriginal learners today? Aboriginal learners today struggle with a number of things such as learning barriers, anxiety, and depression. Now, we don't want to generalize Aboriginal learners because anxiety, depression, and learning barriers affect a number of students attending school today. We want to work from a place of understanding and empathy. Why? Because Aboriginal learners are the second to third generation experiencing public school after the closure of residential schools. 80 residential schools were attended throughout Canada. The last residential school closed in 1996, and the impact of these educational institutions can be still felt within the First Nations community. How has this affected the generations from the Aboriginal communities? From a personal perspective, my grandparents attended residential school, my parents attended residential school, and I'm the first generation to be able to skip residential school but attended the public school system, as well as my son is the next generation to go through the public school system. That's 4 generations affected by residential school. Now, not everybody's experience of residential school was negative. There are some stories and people coming forward to share their experiences. Remember, this was just to share information on the effects of residential school on Aboriginal learners today. But it's also something to keep in mind when the educational experience for Aboriginal learners was not a great experience. I'll expand a little bit more on residential schools in Module 7. Thanks for joining me, Edci 337. See you soon.